my loves, this is Mystique and I welcome you to my digital sacred space. First of all, I just want to thank everybody who has been so supportive and leaving such amazing comments and feedback. It's really helpful to me to serve you better content and to make readings that are helpful to you. It's truly an honor. And with that being said, today we are looking at what you don't see coming. So any unexpected changes, blessings, anything. I am keeping this open for positive or negative, just in case spirit wants to inform you or warn you beforehand. If anything is coming into your life that you need to be aware of, then I'm going to keep it open. And so let's start with your piles. So for pile number 1, please. Pile number 1, please. Pile number 2. No. Pile number 2, please. Pile number 3. Okay. So this is a timeless reading, so this will apply to you from whenever you are watching this video. Okay, so we have wonderful cards. Just give me a moment, I'll set these up properly so you can make your selection. I'm back after setting up the piles. So these will be your piles, starting from pile number 1, called Transformation. Let love transform you forever. Pile number 2, Accepting challenges. Trust your inner resources. Pile number 3, Face your fears. Farewell to fear phantoms. So you can pause the video here if you need some more time to make your pile selection. If you are drawn to more than one piles, there's probably messages for you in those piles. Since we are keeping this general today, and we are looking at what you don't see coming, so maybe if you are drawn to more than one piles, there could be more things coming to you that you are not aware of. So make sure you watch all of the piles if you're drawn to all the piles, and pause the video here to make your pile selection. I've included close-ups of the piles as well, so it's easier for you to make your selection. And I will start with a prayer, as I always do. Dear my loves, for everyone that stumbled upon this video, I'm giving you my love, light and energy. My intention for this reading is to give you clarity, guidance if you need, to send you messages of encouragement, to give you the strength to not give up. I see some of you are going through a lot of challenges. Maybe life is feeling a bit heavy, maybe you're feeling trapped, And if that is the case, I hope that this reading can serve as a message that liberates you. I thank you so much for being here. I cherish and honor your presence. I bow down to your magnificent existence, and I welcome you to my sacred space and also my heart space. I extend my gratitude to you for being here. And I want to thank you for being you. I hope you know that I love you. I hope you know that you are wonderful, amazing, kind, beautiful as you are. And I hope and wish and pray that you remember that whenever you watch this video. I'm sending you my love and light. And I welcome all of your spirit guides. I welcome all of your energy. And I pray to your spirit guides to provide me easier ways to give you messages and clarity and whatever it is that you need to hear today in your piles. I pray that you find whatever it is that you're looking for, and that you don't have to watch any other readings because this reading will be clear enough. And with this, I welcome all of the energies, angels, spirit beings, spirit guides, and I welcome you into this space. I thank you so much, and I love you. And with this, I begin your readings. Thank you. Pile number 1, 2, and 3. Now I will see you at your piles. Hello and welcome, my loves. If you chose pile number 1, you chose this card, Transformation. And you know how this looks like a pearl in an oyster. I don't know why it looks like that to me. I don't know what it looks like to you. I was just thinking, you know how the pearl is formed in an oyster, right? And how the pearl once used to be just a sand particle, and then the oyster secretes nacre and layers and layers of it on top of the particle, and then the pearl is formed, right? Only because the sand particle is irritating to the soft organs of the oyster, right? They are extremely soft, almost like a snail. I think they are in the same family, but I'm not really sure. And I was just thinking of how things that are traumatic or events that tower moments that absolutely just alter and change your life function that way. And then it's up to you whether you want to form a pearl out of it or just let it, keep irritating you forever. And I can see that you are on the precipice of that, I feel. In the midst of a transformation. I feel like you're in the midst of a transformation. You are also trying to find ways to understand your trauma or understand what you have gone through so that you can heal that part of you that is hurt. So for example, let's say your inner child was hurt because your parents neglected you, right? And it's not to say that your parents are bad or that the authority figures around you are bad. I'm just giving an example. But I'm seeing that maybe it wasn't their intention to hurt you, but you did get hurt. And now it's up to you to transform that pain into something that is better, to transform that pain into wisdom, to transform that pain into love. And I feel like you will be doing that, or you already are in the middle of doing that, right? So let's pull some tarot cards for you. Pile number 1, spirit guides, angels and beings, please come through. Universe, please give me cards for pile number 1, what they don't see coming. Okay. Wow, you have the Page of Swords in reversed. I'm going to place this here. Okay, Page of Swords reversed. I feel like you are at a juncture in your life where you might feel like you have to balance a lot of things, and it might be a bit difficult for you to balance. I feel like you are feeling overwhelmed, or you felt overwhelmed because you felt like you needed to manage more than you could. I'm seeing that your plate is full, so like handling more things than what is already on your plate. But I can see that balance is coming in for you. So what you don't see coming is probably the fact that you can manage more than one thing simultaneously. So I can say that either there's balance coming in for you where you will be able to handle and manage things, or you will realize that you are strong enough and that you have what it takes to keep going and to do these tasks and to finish these tasks to the best of your abilities and not compromise on the quality, right? So for some of you it could be that you're working, but you're also doing something that you love on the side, and I think that this is something that will give you a lot of clarity. At the end of the day, you're going to be happy that you didn't give up on yourself and that you did not give up on this new idea that you had and that you started working. So if you are feeling overwhelmed on this new idea that you started working, which is something that you absolutely love, for some of you, I'm feeling that you don't like having a job, or you don't like what you do for a living right now. And I'm seeing that you are working on some new idea and you want to continue that. I feel like your spirit guides also want to tell you to keep continuing on that journey and not give up on this new idea that you have started, because you're not going to see immediate results with it. You're not going to see immediate results with it. I'm seeing that you will be seeing results after some time. So you have the Tower here. Okay, interesting. And you have the 8 of Swords. Okay, so I'm gonna take this card as well. And you have the Page of Wands. Okay, hope you can see all the cards. Yeah, so you have 2 pages surrounding your cards in the middle. So here I'm going to talk about what the pages mean, but let me talk about these 2 cards in the center first. I feel like I already said, right, you're in the middle of a transformation, and we literally have the Tower with your main card here, which is transformation, right? And I did have a feeling that somebody is going to have this card come out, but I didn't know which pile it was going to be. I guess it was you. But Tower coming out in conjunction with 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords cards talks about limiting beliefs, right? So you see how she's tied down by the swords in one place, and it's like she has a blindfold. So unless and until she takes off the blindfold, she's not going to know how to escape these swords. It's almost like she's trying to grapple in the dark, trying to shift or move to another level in her life, or to leave the spot, but she cannot unless and until she takes this blindfold off. And I feel like this transformation, this tower moment, whatever is falling apart, I feel like it's that blindfold. I feel like something that you were not aware of is coming to the surface. So something that was buried in your subconscious or unconscious, it's coming to the surface. And I feel like for most of you, it could be limiting beliefs. So feelings of unworthiness, feelings of lack, feeling like you have to try too hard to get what you deserve, or that you are not deserving enough even after you've tried really hard, feeling like you're trapped and that you cannot shift or that you cannot move to another level in your life, feeling like you don't have enough money, feeling like you don't have enough to offer to the world, just feeling inadequate, unworthy, and not good enough. So I feel like those are the core beliefs, and then everything else comes from there. So if you feel unworthy, you're going to settle for things that are less than what you deserve. You know, whether it's a relationship where you're not treated well, or whether it's a job where your boss doesn't like you, you know, and you feel like you need to put up with it because you need this job, you need the money. And it's almost like all of this is falling apart. And I can see that this is a difficult time for you, honestly, Palwan. I can see that this could be a difficult time for you at the time you're watching this video, because the tower coming out in conjunction with transformation is not a coincidence. You know, I nothing in my readings is ever a coincidence. So if there's 2 pages coming out, then there's a reason for that. If there's tower coming out with transformation, then there's a reason for that. And you have the 8. So I feel like this is a lot of Plutonic Scorpio energy, and I'm seeing that these limiting beliefs falling apart could be difficult for you. So let's say that you have always questioned yourself, or that you have never looked at yourself as somebody who was beautiful and worthy of beautiful things. Then suddenly, if there is a blessing that comes into your life, you're going to be overwhelmed, you're going to push it away because you feel like you don't deserve it, right? So nothing good comes to you because you're pushing it away, your energy is pushing it away. And I feel like spirit is intervening. I feel like your spirit guides want me to inform you that they are intervening for you. They are taking care of the fact that all of this falls away. I feel like they really, really want to support you and want to give everything you deserve, right? But you can't get what you deserve if you don't feel that you're unworthy of it. You can't get what you deserve if you feel like you're unworthy of it. And it's almost like you are finally taking off this blindfold. So what happens when this woman in this card takes off her blindfold, right? She'll realize, oh, it's so easy to get rid of these swords and move and leave. She can just, I mean, it's not even herself. The swords are not inside her body, they're just inside her dress, right? So it's an illusion that you're escaping from. I feel like your spirit guides want me to make you aware of the fact that this is an illusion. The fact that you don't deserve something, or whatever hardship you're going through right now, it's an illusion, in the sense that this hardship is going to lead to better things, right? It's not going to lead to more things falling apart. So please don't take this as a sign that everything is just going to keep falling apart in your life, and that nothing is ever going to fall into place, and that all your plans are going to fail, or this new idea that you're working on is going to fail. Please don't take this transformation or tower moment as a sign that things will not work out for you, or that you're always going to remain in the dark no matter what you do, or that you're never going to shine, that you're never going to find light, that you're never going to find happiness, because all of that is not true. Okay, so with this we saw that a lot of your limiting beliefs are falling apart, right? Let's see these pages. Again, like I already told you, right? Spirit is encouraging you to work on whatever this new idea is. And you see, we had this card in reversed, and then we have this page which is upright. And so we have Page of Swords. Be careful of overthinking at this time. Be careful of overthinking at this time. Overthinking is not going to help you. I feel like if you are going through feelings of inadequacy or pain or loss or grief, and it doesn't have to be about another person, it could just be you grieving parts of you that you lost, growing up. Maybe your innocence, maybe your inner child, maybe you suppressed some emotions because you understood that you needed to in order to survive. And I'm seeing that all of that is coming up to the surface right now for you to process through it, right? So don't suppress it, just go through it and don't think too much about it. Don't take it as a sign that, oh, you're going to feel this unhappy for the rest of your life, because that's not true. Okay? And you see how in this card she's holding this sword like this with both of her hands, right? But we had this in reverse, so that is why I took it as a sign of an imbalance in your life. And then the next card that we had is the Tower card. So it's natural that you're feeling like you're out of balance, or that you're feeling overwhelmed, or that you're dealing with more things than you can handle at this time, because we did have the Tower card, right? So you are going through a transformation, and this is Spirit intervening on your behalf. But the last card that we got was Page of Wands, which was upright, and this is a lot of fire energy coming back into your life, right? And you see how both of these cats are kind of looking at each other. I feel this indicator of Spirit wanting you to be aware of your shadow self or your shadow traits. So your shadow traits could be, as I can see from this reading, they could be you feeling unworthy, right? As you step into your worth, let's say you start by doing affirmations, right? You start saying, I am beautiful. You look in the mirror and say, I have got what it takes to accomplish whatever I want. I deserve everything I want. And you start with this, and there's a feeling of resistance that's going to come up, right? But Spirit wants to say to you, understand that resistance, make space for that resistance, and accept it, right? So first you have to accept that, yeah, there was a time in my life where I felt unworthy, inadequate, and not good enough. And I questioned my power and my strength, and I didn't believe in myself, right? Because of so and so situations or so and so people, or whatever reason it is. And allow yourself to feel that resistance so that it can melt away. You don't have to get rid of that resistance. You don't have to push against it. You just have to make space for it so that it melts away, and then you just move through, right? And that resistance, I feel like are swords that are holding you in place, right? Trying to hold you in place. I feel like that resistance are swords that are holding you in place. But it's almost like Spirit wants to say, you don't even have to like open this blindfold and take off these swords by yourself, because Spirit is taking off these swords when you work on your resistance and you let the resistance melt away. Spirit is already working on it. Spirit is already working on giving you what you want. So if you are trying to manifest something, or if there is something that you want desperately, we have the Devil at the back of the deck. If there is something that you want desperately, I can see that it's coming in for you. Okay, so okay, wow, we have the Knight of Materials, and we have the Ace of Emotions, which is the Ace of Cups. We have the Five of Materials, the Three of Voices. Oh my god, pile number one. I don't know what exactly is happening in your life, but this feels really huge to me. I mean, maybe you're feeling like you cannot take this much pain. I feel like this grief is almost like enveloping you like a glove, like a sky, that this grief or whatever it is, this pain is bigger than the sky. Oh my god, Palwan, I feel for you. I'm going through something similar, honestly, and I feel for you. I can't say I'm sorry because I don't know if that's going to make you feel any better, but I am sorry, Palwan. Actually, I don't want to pity you because Spirit is making me aware of the strength that you hold in your heart and in your hands. And I feel like you are blind to your own strength. You are blind to your own power. And it's almost like Spirit is personally intervening, like I said, right? I keep saying that, but Spirit is watching over you with these eyes. Oh my god, look at how these eyes are crying in this card. Can you see that? And how she's sitting here. So the Three of Voices is the Three of Swords, right? And this is the Muse Tarot. And we have the Tower here, we have the Three of Swords here, we have the Eight of Swords here. So this tells me that Three of Swords, you went through some kind of a heartbreak or some kind of situation. Maybe for some of you, you broke up with your romantic partners recently, and that is why you're going through something like this. Hold on, let me just tap into the energy. I see that you have a lot of good intentions for the world, and maybe you were dealing with people, a romantic partner didn't have your interest at heart, and right now you're questioning, why did this happen to me? And it's almost like you can't find an answer because you're just trapped, and you see how these three swords things are kind of almost. They are holding her in place. Again, Eight of Swords holding her in place, right? So I can see that you feel like all doors have closed to you. But all doors have not closed, dear Palwans. There are new doors that are opening. There are new doors. And I don't know why I picked this like rectangle silver frame thing, but it almost looks like a door to me. This here in the corner, right? And again we have doors over here. So I feel like there's some doors that have closed in your life so that a new chapter can begin, so that a new door can open. Yeah, so maybe this event, this whatever caused this Three of Swords feeling in you, feeling like everything is falling apart and that you are not in control of your life, that you are not powerful enough, that you are powerless to some things that happen to you, or like a breakup. It could be you deciding to end a toxic relationship. Maybe it's your family, maybe it's the romantic partner, maybe it's toxic friends, toxic communities, just toxic people, somebody toxic in general. I feel like they really had a grip on you. I'm saying that they really had a grip on you, and they really had you convinced that you are not good enough. They really had you convinced that you are not good enough. And maybe this person leaving in your life, or this situation leaving your life, is causing you a little bit of pain because you were used to having that in your life, even though it hurt. And it's almost like, okay, so that is why Spirit is intervening, because Spirit is like, no, you deserve better, but you don't know that. So maybe that is why this is causing a little bit of pain or discomfort, because they're trying to, it's almost cleaning cleaning your house, your home. And by home I mean your heart, right? Your heart is your home. So like Spirit is cleaning up so that there's better things that can come for you. But I feel you don't see that right now. You don't see the hidden behind this door, right? Spirit is watching you, and it's all, if all have, if like all have closed, there's a new door is opening for you, but you don't see it just yet because you don't realize that this things falling apart in life is actually a blessing. I don't feel that way, and I'm not gaslight at all. I don't. It's not going to feel good, honestly. And I feel you're not feeling good at the moment, and I don't want to try and tell you feel good, to be happy right now, because I feel like that's just you're going through too much, and that's too much for you to. That's too much of me to expect. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and ask you to repress your sadness or to disallow your grief and sadness and pain from coming to the surface, because I feel like this is an important process for you to go through. In healing, in the spiritual community, healing is look at healing as if it feel good, and that's true love, because in your mood dramatic or caused you immense pain, it's not going to feel good to through those emotions again, right? To navigate those feelings of worthiness, to really understand why it happened. I feel like right now you're questioning why it happened. How wants you to move from lack mindset and abundance mindset, right? So the tower, then we have the 5 of materials, the 5 of pentacles, right? So in the traditional tarot, this tarot deck in particular as well, you can see that this person, this woman looks, I'm not sure, but this human being is sleeping outside this what looks like a temple, or what looks like a door, and it looks quite luxurious and sophisticated and almost looks like sacred somehow. And I feel like she has her back to it, so she cannot see, and it's almost like spirit wants to nudge her and tell her, you know what, go inside, there's help for you. And these winds are moving and causing a tower moment in your life. I feel like spirit is intervening and causing a tower moment in your life, so that everything that is not useful for you can fall apart. But you don't see it that way right now, and it's okay if you don't, pile one. It's okay if you don't, because I'm sure that you're not feeling good right now, and I'm not, like I already said, I don't want to force you to be happy or to feel good. Maybe you're feeling like you're running out of time, and that you are alone and you have to deal with something alone, and that there's no help available for you. But if you would just open your eyes, like I said, right? See, in all of these cards, the figure is blind to the help that is available, right? You see these 3 cards, what do they all have in common is that they cannot see that there is help that's available. In this card, there's spirit guides watching over you, but you can't see it because the doors are closing, so you're feeling overwhelmed. And in this one, spirit's hand is kind of nudging you to go and to tell you and to inform you that, you know what, look behind you, there's help for you. And then again, here we see that she's blindfolded and she has her hands together, so she's feeling lost, she's feeling trapped. And I feel like this is kind of your energy, because you're in the midst of transformation. It's not normal for you to feel so bad about yourself. I feel like you're usually good at picking yourself back up, but maybe this time things are really, I just heard, gone to shit. So maybe a lot of things, maybe you're going through a lot of things. I'm seeing a hospital, I'm seeing somebody waiting outside the surgery or the operation room. So maybe for some of you, a family member is sick and they are going through an important surgery. You don't know if they are going to be well, or some kind of health issues I'm seeing. And spirit is saying, trust in the well-being. Trust that well-being is the ultimate truth. That whatever this is falling apart, so that things can fall back into place. So don't focus too much on the fact that this person is sick. Focus on the fact that they have the strength to get better, right? So if for some of you, if there is somebody who's going through a surgery, or if you yourself are going through a surgery, remember that you'll come out of it just fine. Look at this Ace of Cups, right? Look how liberated she looks. Look how free she looks. She is in connection with source and spirit. Emotions talks about the cups energy, which is ruled by water. The element of cups is water, right? And I always see water as something divine. Water has divine intelligence. You can also use water to manifest what you want. So just Google how to manifest with water, and a super easy way to do that is to just take a glass of water. The glass should be made of glass, not metal. It should be made of glass, not even plastic, but real glass. So that, and you speak to the water, right? So you speak to the water and you say, I am worthy, I am lovable, I am deserving of love, I am deserving of abundance. Money keeps coming to me because I respect it. Money keeps flowing to me effortlessly and easily. And you speak to that water and then you drink it. But it's very important that you don't hold an opposite vibration when you're speaking to the water. So just tell your mind that we are going to believe that we are already rich right now, just for 5 minutes, right? And it's almost like a way to trick your mind into thinking that you are rich, and then those 5 minutes become 10 minutes, and that turns into an hour, and that turns into a day. And that is what we want, right? We want you back to feeling like this Knight of Pentacles, right? Back to feeling like you are deserving of abundance, because hello, look at this card. You are so beautiful, and you are so strong for going through this. I feel like for some of you, this is your pre-birth intention. Whatever it is that you're going through right now, this was your pre-birth intention that you signed. It's not going to feel like this, but you signed up for this experience, right? So that you would learn the lesson. And then once you heal, and once all of this is done, and once all of these, lessons you have learned, you're going to move on. And you're going to move on in such a way that nothing is ever going to hold you back, ever. So I just need a loving message for pile 1, please. Pile 1 is going through a lot. One more card for pile 1, please. One more card for pile 1. Oh, okay. I'm going to take this one because this one just wanted to just like pop out. So we have release control with the first quarter moon, and we have new moon in Capricorn. Step up and lead. Oh my god. I mean, we have step up and lead. So what better card to show you and to tell you that you are a leader? And a leader doesn't have to mean that you have followers. A leader simply means that you have the capacity and the ability in you to lead your life on your terms. And I feel like this is a reminder, this reading is a reminder for you that you are the leader of your own life and that you are powerful. Pile number 1, please, I want you to remember, understand, believe, and know that you are powerful. You are a powerful creator, my love. I don't know who you are, but listen, you are a powerful creator, and you have got what it takes to make the necessary changes in your life to get what you want. I don't know what it is that your ideal vision is. Maybe some of you might want a house, some of you might want to live comfortably. For some of you, it could be a job that you love, following your passion, enjoying what you love. Because maybe for some of you, you're stuck in a job that you don't like at the moment. And I'm seeing that is what is happening for you. But before that, things that are not working out have to fall apart. So again, with the Tower card coming in conjunction with this card, which talks about releasing control, right? And we have Taurus here, yeah, right? So Tauruses are known to be extremely stubborn. They are known to be quite, I don't know, what is that, headed, like hot-headed. I don't know why I heard hot-headed. Taurus are usually calm. But it's almost like, you see how this person, I don't know if you can see that, focus, yeah, you see how the person right here is praying to the sun, and I feel like this is a sign for you. So what you need to do at this moment is release control, in the sense, don't try to control the outcome of whatever it is that you're going through. Now, I don't know what you're going through, but try to just release control and just trust that whatever is going to happen is going to happen for your good, even though it might not feel good. Now, you have to remember this, pile one, that healing is the journey where some stages won't feel good, okay? But that doesn't mean that you're on the wrong path. It doesn't mean that you're on the wrong path. You are still on the right path, okay? You haven't done anything wrong. Pile one. It's just that these things need to be taken out of your life so that better things can be replaced, right? So please do not feel like you did something wrong, or that you went wrong on some step, or that you need to work really hard, you need to be in control. You are powerful enough to make changes, but I'm also being told to inform you that you don't need to feel like so in control all the time, okay? Because spirit has your back, universe has your back. I know you're not feeling good right now, but spirit has your back, okay? So please trust that even if you go through stages in your healing process where things don't feel good and you're processing emotions that are so-called negative, nothing is going wrong, okay? Everything is going according to the higher divine plan that you set out for. And try not to worry, okay, my dear pal ones? So let me just breathe. I'm making space for you in my heart. Any final messages, anything you want to say? Your spirit guides are saying, please give them love. They're telling me to give you my love. So I'm sending you love and strength. Pile number 1, sending you solar energy, sending you strength, sending you the belief that you can do whatever it is that you want. Also, a final message for you, pile 1, is that there's abundance coming to you. It might come to you slowly. For some of you it's quick, for some of you it's slow, but this is not a timeline wise, because time does not exist in the spiritual realm, right? Time is a relative thing. And so don't take this as a time measurement, but when I say it's happening slowly, I mean it will have step by step, right, so as to not overwhelm you. So if you feel like the is not coming in or not coming fast enough, there's a reason for that. It's because spirit is intervening, okay? And it is for your good. You're feeling that way, or you're not, but that is, everything is happening in your favor. Everything is going according to plan. Nothing has gone wrong, my love. And whatever things are falling apart, let them fall apart so that they can be replaced with new, okay? And with this, I'm going to end your reading here. I take this moment to thank your spirit guides, my spirit guides, all of the cards and card decks that we used today. Thank you so much for allowing me this honor and this privilege to give pile 1 the messages, the words, and the clarity and the guidance that they needed to hear at this time. I hope you remember that you have the strength and the power to get through this. You have the strength. You have the wisdom. And it's your gentleness and softness that will take you through these tidal tower moments. And I just want to say I'm so proud of you. It would be such an honor if you stick around and become a permanent part of my family. So I would love for you to subscribe, but it's okay if you don't. If you like this video, consider liking, subscribing, or commenting. Let me know how this reading resonated with you, my loves. And hopefully I will see you if you stick around. If not, I'm sending you so much love and so much light. I love you and honor your presence, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. And with this, I will really end your reading. Bye. Hello and welcome, my loves. If you chose pile number 2, you chose accepting challenges. Welcome to your reading. So let's start by pulling tarot cards. What does pile number 2 not see coming? What does pile number 2... Whoa. Okay, I have to take that one. What does pile number 2 not see coming? Okay, 5 cards for you, pile 2. So let's see one by one. You have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Then you have the Page of Swords reversed. Okay. Then you have the Fool. You have the Knight of Swords. You have the King of Pentacles. Oh my god. Whoa. Okay, this has never happened in a reading before. That the King and Queen came out together. I don't know, maybe that has happened before. The King and Queen have come out together, but not like this. I mean, I pull this card and then the King falls right under the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. Oh my god, I'm just so shocked. Going to pull some more tarot cards for you. So what does pile number 2 not see coming, please? Okay. Wow. What does pile number 2 not see coming? Okay. So we have 3 cards. We have 7 of materials here, and we have Death in reverse. We're taking this like this. Wow. Maybe some of you were drawn to pile number 1 because pile number 1 also had death. No, they had Tower, but the energy was kind of similar. So for some of you it might resonate, but not for all of you. Maybe there is a message if you were drawn to pile number 1, but you don't have to watch that reading if you don't want to. So let's begin with yours. The Queen of Pentacles reversed. What you don't see coming is the financial abundance that wants to come to you. Like, I'm seeing the spiritual realm, right? I'm seeing the 5D and the 5D reality around you. I'm seeing your spiritual reality right now, and I'm seeing that there's a lot of abundance in your spiritual reality. Maybe it is because your spiritual reality is kind of made up of everything that you desire, right? And I'm seeing that in the spiritual realm you already have whatever it is that you want, but I feel like you can't see it because it might not have manifested in the physical realm just yet. So you can't see the fact that you're going to be blessed with a lot of financial abundance. I mean, a lot of financial abundance. Okay, for some of you it could be like thousands, 100,000, $200,000. I mean, this is just a figure. Don't come at me. This is just like, it's a huge blessing. If it's not financial abundance, it's abundance in another form. And I feel like there's a new beginning coming in for you that you're going to move swiftly towards. See, the last card that came out for you was death. So I feel like this was your past energy. And I feel like you just moved through something traumatic, or you just processed like a huge grief or huge emotion, like you just finished digesting it, and it's almost like your eyes are closed and you're resting. It's that period of healing, but going through a stage in healing that involves you going back to what hurt you, or going back to what stung you, or put needles in you, like that kind of feeling. And I feel like you felt like your body was going to be torn apart or something, because that emotion was probably that heavy. And I'm seeing you closing your eyes, you surrendered to it, and you told spirit, listen, I know this is for my highest good, please show me a way to process it. And I feel like you're being shown a way to process it, and as soon as you process it, it's like there's so much abundance coming in for you. Honestly, when I was pulling the cards, I felt like your spirit guides almost wanted to keep things a secret from you, because they want to surprise you, or it's almost like there are things that you're not meant to know just yet. And the cards didn't want to, I had a small feeling that the cards didn't want to come out, and so they're giving me really like general messages. So this might not be very specific, right? If you will be signing any business deals, make sure that you're going through all of the paperwork and you have checked everything yourself before you go through, like, to sign the papers. Or I'm hearing copyright, so maybe for some of you it has something to do with copyright, I'm not sure. But like, whatever it is, anything that is going to be related to financial abundance or your finances somehow, make sure you're checking everything. Make sure that you personally check all of the facts, right? So if you have an assistant and they are informing you like, oh, this is the budget and this is what we spent money on this month, like, make sure that you yourself are checking all of the receipts and the bills, and you're getting all of the facts and everything yourself, right? With the Page of Swords reverse and the Ace of Inspiration here, I'm being called to tell you that if you have a new idea, I think for most of you this idea has not occurred to you yet. For some of you this idea has already, like, you already know what this idea is, this new idea. Maybe it's a new business venture, maybe it's a hobby, it's a new way of living, it's a new lifestyle, it's a new journey. It could be inner or external. Maybe you're traveling somewhere for some of you. Anything, something new that's going to make you feel rejuvenated and is going to make you fall back in love with life. And I feel like that is something that is coming in for you. I don't know exactly what it is, because I feel like on an individual level, everybody that's drawn to pile 2, it's going to be different for each one of you. So I feel like, and it might not feel good in the beginning. That's the funny thing. Wait, why is it not? Oh, okay, I see. So this idea or this new business venture, whatever it is that you go through, maybe it's a risk. Oh, I see it, I get it now. Maybe it's a risk. Maybe this idea is a risk because maybe it involves like putting in a lot of your money, investing a lot of money. But I am seeing that whatever it is, it's going to pay off, provided that you be patient enough and you keep focusing on your journey and not the finances, so that you don't fall into the lack mindset, right? Don't fall into the lack mindset, and just keep enjoying and remembering that you started this new idea, this new thing, this new journey only because you loved it so much, right? So don't forget that, and just keep continuing doing that, even though it could be a risk. But be careful, pile too, be careful, of course. But I'm also getting a sudden spontaneous kind of energy, which is very Sagittarius like Sagittarius people, they are positive, it's a fire sign, so they're naturally loud, optimistic, and they make really good friends, and they are always focusing on the positive sides of life, right? Never on the negative side of life. So I feel like this is a call from spirit for you to focus on positive, focus on thinking optimistic, bright thoughts. Focus on brighter thoughts, like things that put a smile on your face. Thoughts and feelings that um, are going to make you feel content and relaxed and peaceful. Allow yourself to feel peace. Allow yourself to feel relaxed and content and fulfilled, even in terms of your finances. So if in terms of your finances you're feeling like you don't have enough, this is a message for you, pal, too. Your finances are falling together, right? Like, it's coming together. This idea is also going to bring you a lot of finances, but spirit wants you to focus not on the financial aspect of this new inner journey or idea, but the enjoyment factor. So what you don't see coming is this new journey or this new idea that you're going to have, and they are asking you to not focus on lack, any kind of lack. Maybe it has nothing to do with finances for some of you, but just don't focus on the lack. So for an example of this, let's say for some of you, you have a business idea and it's really innovative, it's really creative and unique. You haven't seen anybody implement this idea, and it's almost like you're the first one to do it. You're the first one to come up with this idea, and I'm seeing that people might criticize you if you share your ideas, or that you yourself are criticizing, like, oh, this is not going to work. I don't know if this idea has wings, to take off like I want it to. And it's almost like, be patient. Be patient. You're not seeing what's going to come. And you see how the Fool card is a major arcana. So you have two major arcanas. You have the Fool and you have Death, right? And you see Alice just about to fall in the rabbit hole. Yeah, I see you going on a new journey. I'm feeling a sense of almost like this Death card is making me a little bit almost uncomfortable, I want to say. So I'm just going to check with Spirit. Spirit, is there anything that Pile 2 needs to know? Is there anything that I need to warn them about as such? Okay, 3 cards. Yes. Enough. 5 of Wands. Hold on, just let me tune in the energy of these cards. And I just heard the word trap. I heard the word trap. Okay, Spirit. This message I'm about to say is not for all of you. It's only for some of you. But I can see there's people that are jealous, that are going to put you down, or going to try to problems in this new beginning or idea or what new that is coming into your life. And it's almost like spirit wants you to protect yourself. Please protect yourself. Like, don't let these people get you down. Don't let these people question you. It could be circumstance, it could be anything. Like, it's not like a group of people specifically, but I'm just there's this general feeling of like you feeling like you don't have what it takes, or that you shouldn't go for this new journey. It's almost like spirit wants to guide you and say, no, this new journey, this new idea, this new vision, it is meant for you. You're meant, this is fated, this is coming in for you. But it's almost like if you're not careful, these people could sabotage it, you know, because I feel like this person or these people, they don't have good intentions for you. Like, they don't wish good for you. I'm so sorry, Palto. I don't know who these people are. Honestly, I don't like this energy too much. I'm seeing that you're very nice to them, and spirit wants to say, you know, you don't have to be so nice to people that don't have good intentions to you. Like, you don't have to be a friend to those people that don't even have your best interests at heart. You don't have to talk to everybody. You don't have to be nice to everybody. You don't have to be friends with everybody. If people are trying to harm you, even if it's indirectly, like a passive aggressive comment, and you're sensitive to it, I feel like you're sensitive to it. It's all like, cut it off, get rid of it. And with the Justice card being here, I feel like this new journey truly is for you and you only. And again, Alice falls through the rabbit hole alone, right? Nobody's with her. I don't remember, but I'm feeling like it's called Alice in Wonderland, right? So it's Alice's story of her navigating through these different realms and worlds that feel so unreal and surreal. And it's almost like that is the kind of happiness that is coming in for you. But it can only come through if you are careful. Be careful with your finances as well. So let's say that this is a new journey that you're going on, right? Make sure that if you're traveling, for example, right, make sure that you've checked where you're going to be staying, how much money they are going to be taking. Like, make sure that there's nobody who can like kind of rip you off, you know, like fraud. I'm seeing fraud. So make sure that you have done careful, in-depth, detailed research of where you're going to be staying, how much money they charge, so that they are not, you know, able to take more money from you, or not able to kind of make a fool out of you, right? So be that. And there might be something that disguises a new journey or an opportunity for you. So I already said that this, whatever is coming in for you, new journey, new opportunity, new business, or new thing, new vision, right? And I feel like somebody is going to try to give you that by presenting it to you in that way. Be like, oh, we have a new offer for you. Oh, we have a new, you know, gift for you. And it's a disguise like that, but it is not what it looks like. There's something around you that things are, and they're asking you to focus and try to see the ask of people, and I feel you will be able to see it. The main card that you have here is accepting challenges, and you see this light is coming on this figure, and she's completely lit and she's glowing literally from inside because of this sunlight falling on her. So I feel like this is something that's, you know, inevitable for you. I mean, you're going to be glowing. And then we had the Ace of Inspiration, which is also two cards that look extremely similar. So I feel like you have to be careful with your finances, like make sure that you're putting in your finances in like you're doing a proper research, because for some of you, if you are investing money in whatever this new thing is, like make sure that you're researching everything properly so that your money is not going to go to a waste, right? Something to do with abundance, like make sure that if you give gifts or that it's not to people that are two-faced. I'm seeing people that are two-faced around you, right? And it's almost like with the justice card being here, you need to open your eyes and see yourself and protect yourself. Huh, that is very interesting. I did not expect that. Okay, so for pile number 2, how can they do that? How can they reflect on your priorities? Okay. Okay. So the question I had was, how can pile 2 protect themselves, right? How can pile 2 be careful of, like, how will you know, basically, how will you know that this is whatever, how will you be able to differentiate that whether this new journey is a gift from spirit or it's a disguised threat, right? Like a threat hidden in a sheep's clothing, right? Something two-faced. Something is wearing a mask or someone is wearing a mask. Like, how will you be able to tell? And that was my question, right? So the card that came out is reflect on your priorities with the last quarter moon in Aquarius. Hope you can see that. Now, Aquarius is all about authenticity and humanity, and they are the rule breakers. They are the innovators. They are people that do things differently. Can you see the crystal mountains? Hope you can see in the background. Yeah, so the Aquarian energy is very much like that, right? It's new, it's something unexpected, and I feel like if these people are trying to harass you a lot, or they're trying to like make a fool out of you, and they're thinking that they can because they're more intelligent than you or whatever, they're underestimating you, and I feel like stand your ground. Stand your ground. You cannot see how intelligent you are, and it's time you show them, listen, I'm going to bow to you. You're stupid. I don't want to listen to your negative bullshit. You going to new end. I don't want your passion. It's almost that's how you're going to. That's how you're going to know that this new venture is God's gift or it's a disguised threat. Is by reflecting on your priorities and feelings. So the first indicator is how you're going to feel about it, right? For the God's gift, the given new journey, new venture, new vision is going to feel amazing, going to feel right, because it's a gift from God to you, a gift from source to you, right? And this is not going to feel as good, because somewhere deep down I feel like your soul will sense that this is just a way of manipulation, and so it's not going to feel as good. That's what I'm going to this here. And I'm also feeling, by reflecting your priorities, the second you can do is stand the outcome, right? So let's say somebody gives you an idea and they're saying, oh, we are to invest in you and we just want you to do this, and then it involves like stealing somebody else's work and plagiarizing it, and this company wants to wants to make you a part of their like drama, right? And it's almost like you'll have this feeling of, oh, this is not right, this is not the new opportunity that is God, that is from God, because whatever is coming from God is going to be clean, and whatever is coming from these humans that don't have good intentions for you is not going to be clean. It's going to be dirty somehow, right? It involves some kind of hidden like manipulation, something like that. So that is how you're going to know. So what is your priority? What is your priority? Is your priority just making money, or let's say that for that plagiarized work, you're being offered a ton of money, right? A ton of money, and it's tempting to take it because it's a lot of money. But then it's almost like, what are your priorities? Are you prioritizing money, or are you prioritizing your own self-respect? And it's almost like when you prioritize your own self, there's something even better than that fake offer, but you don't see it. And so that is why they didn't show me. That is why your spirit guides didn't show me what is coming for you, because it's almost like you have to make this choice. And once you make this choice, that is going to be your set point to whether you're going to find out. Like we see this Alice here, right? And we got the Fool card. So we have Alice. She's just about to take this journey. She hasn't gone down yet. She's still outside, right? And I feel like it's the same for you, because you haven't made that choice yet. It's going to come in. So that is why they wanted me to inform you about it and to warn you about it, and also to let you know that your choices matter, your priorities matter. What you're going to choose matters. Whether you choose yourself and your own self-respect and your own, dignity, your courage, your honor, or you're choosing like money, or I know it can be tempting, but then we have the Justice card here, right? So if you don't, there might be consequences, because it might increase your karma, right? And then you're not going to like this all of this abundance is not going to come in, because we have Justice card here, right? So you're not going to be a match to the good things that God wants to give you, because you agreed to this energy, which is the Five of Wands energy, where people are fighting, where people are competing with each other. They're trying to put each other down, and it's almost like you were not meant for that. They want you to not participate in all of the drama and all of the disgusting things, and they want you to prioritize yourself and your own dignity, your own honor, your own justice, and leave these things behind. That is how you're going to know. Like, accept the challenge and put yourself first, right? Take this as a test and put your dignity, your self-respect, and everything first. Do not get tempted by things that look shiny, right? Because something, like I already mentioned that in your reading, right? Something is not what it looks like. Like something is hidden or disguised. Like there is something that, how do I articulate this, spirit? Something is wearing a mask, or someone is wearing a mask. Like a situation is going to be presented to you under the guise of, oh, this is so good for you, pile 2, this is so good for you, and it's not. And it's like, in your heart you're going to know it, but you could easily fall into the temptation of, oh, I need this money, so I need to go down this rabbit hole. And it's like, no, you don't have to. You're not Alice. You are pile 2. You create your own life. And it's almost like you need to remember that. You need to prioritize yourself and remember that. Prioritize your dignity, your self-respect. And it's going to feel like you're losing something good. Like you're losing a good opportunity. Like you're preventing a good opportunity from coming to you. But I'm being asked to tell you that you're being saved. You're being saved. Like whatever this is, there's something that this is not good for you. My eyes are being brought to the word the Fool. So there's somebody trying to like fool you, maybe. And maybe you're going to see it. It won't be obvious to you in that moment that this person doesn't have good intentions. I feel like it's a person that you don't expect. So it's not going to be obvious to you right off the bat. So I'm being asked to tell you to be careful, and to also tell you that as long as you are prioritizing and your priorities are in check and they are clear, you're clear about where you want to go and what kind of person you want to be, as long as that's clear, you're not going to have issues, and you're going to be in alignment with the gift that spirit wants to give you and not what these people are trying to do to you. Okay? A bit confusing, Paltu, but I hope you understood. Yeah, this was really interesting and unexpected, I have to say. Okay, one final card for you, just because I'm curious. One final card, please. You have the Lovers. Okay. The Lovers. You see how the color scheme is almost kind of similar for the Lovers. There's a lot of love coming into your life, but again, I cannot fully, like, your spirit guides won't let me fully get into your energy or get into your field to see what's going on, because it's almost like they don't want to reveal everything to you. They want to keep things a secret. You see how this lotus is like partially almost closed, it's not fully bloomed, and so you can't see the center of the lotus. Why did I say rose? But for some of you, it could be a romantic relationship that's coming in. If not, maybe this is something that you're going to feel extremely loved and cared and nurtured and protected. So I feel like the Lovers, this energy is going to be the result if you choose your dignity and you choose your self-respect over this pile of money that is being over like a shortcut. Yeah. And that is what I'm feeling for you, pile 2. Thank you so much for being here. I take this moment to thank your spirit guides, my spirit guides, all of the card decks that we used today. Thank you so much for allowing me to give pile 2 these important messages. I hold so much love in my heart for you, and I value and cherish your presence. Please consider liking the video. If you liked it, let me know what part of this reading resonated with you, and hopefully I will see you in my reading. I hope you have a lovely week. Bye. Hello and welcome, my loves. If you chose pile number 3, you chose Face Your Fears. This will be your reading. So let's start with pulling some tarot cards for you. So for pile number 3, what do they not see coming? Pile number 3, please tap me into the energy of pile number 3. What do they not see coming? The World. Okay, and you have the 5 of Cups. Okay, you have the Star. Just take it like this. The Page of Pentacles. The 10 of Wands. Okay. Wow. So the very first thing I want to say to you, pile 3, if you have gone through a lot, or if you were going through something really difficult and felt like you had to carry the burden of the world on your shoulders, there's hope coming in for you. First of all, pile 3, there's hope coming in for you. I'm feeling like a lot of light energy coming in. I want to place this card here. Yeah, perfect. And this one here. So with the 5 of Cups and the 10 of Wands in reverse being here, the 5 of Cups tells me that you went through something that caused you a little bit of pain, and it's almost like, I feel like for some of you, you lost something. So maybe for some of you it's a job, maybe for some of you, I'm not saying that you're going to lose your job, that is not what I'm saying. This is just as an example. So it's almost, there's this feeling of like losing, right? But it's almost like if you have to go on a journey, you try to pack less, right? Let's say you're going on a trek and you're going upwards, so you don't want to carry a lot of heavy things, so you're deliberately going to pack light, right? And that is the intention. It's like whatever you lost, it was a burden to you, it was hindering you from you going towards the next success or towards the next stage of your life. And it's almost like spirit wants, I'm seeing spirit kind of like, almost like tapping this burden and touching this burden, and this is melting away energetically. I'm seeing that on an energetic level. It's like you can see this figure here, right? But energetically, I can see that you were carrying something, some kind of emotional baggage for some of you, some kind of memory that hurt you, some kind of pain, some kind of loss or a grief, or for some of you it's just overwhelming responsibilities, managing more than you can handle, taking care of things that are really overwhelming and more than you asked for. And I'm almost seeing like you deciding to suddenly go in the opposite direction and being like, yo, I don't want this for myself, I don't want to keep carrying this burden for the rest of my life. And the moment you make that decision, things are changing for you, pile 3. I'm seeing things change for you, pile 3. So right off the bat, I'm seeing a lot of the hope coming back into your life. And I'm seeing with the world being here, you completed a cycle. So you went through like this whole grief process, and the 10s are usually the end, right? Like the end of a journey. The 10 signifies the end of a journey. With the wands, with the 10 of wands being here, I can see that you are healing from something that you carried on your shoulders for a long time, and you did so with utmost grace that you could. But it's almost like spirit is asking you, you know what, it's time that you let it go. It's time that you become your own star. It's time that you become your own light. Like you don't need to take all these responsibilities and burdens and baggage on yourself if you cannot. Like it's completely okay if you cannot. You don't have to force yourself to carry something or to be responsible for something that you're not. It's almost, this is a very like elder sibling kind of energy, to be honest with you. And you know how, let's say there's an elder sibling in a family, and this is just an example, okay? So let's say that there's an elder sibling in a family where the father cannot be at home because he has to work all the time, and they are poor. So the elder sibling is going to become almost like a half parent, and I feel like that is you. I feel like for some of you, you lost your childhood somehow. I'm not seeing exactly how, but for some of you, you lost your childhood somehow. Like you were never the girl that played at the playground. Like you were never the boy that played with small cars and toys. I'm seeing that you were always like mature and grown up ever since you were a child. And it's almost like spirit wants you to get in touch with your own inner child, to get in touch with your own star. And I'm also seeing like if you want to know what your purpose is in this life, or if you want to know where you're going in this life, like after this stage is over, what are you here for? What is your purpose on? It's not important, of course. Like if you're okay with not having a purpose, it's okay. That is your choice. I'm not here to force anything on you. But if there are some of you who want to know how you're going to find your purpose or your meaning of life, and to you very easy, you doing things that light your soul. light into your life, things that you completely and absolutely enjoy do. And for some of you, I'm thinking like it could be something that would be at the risk of rejection people around you, but almost like don't like put your back to those people that want to reject your light or want to reject your authenticity in any way. Put your back to those people because you need those people in your life. Okay? You have to decide to be yourself. You have to decide of the life that you to live. Like you came here as you, right? So it's time that I face this the world you are like you are like you or had a lot of trauma, plus nobody wants to love you. That is not true. That is not true. My please remember that. Like, please play this reading for 10 seconds and listen to this again. And let me say this again as well. What you're feeling is not going to come true. Okay? Like whatever that you're afraid of, it's going to come true. Okay? So please remember that. Whatever you're afraid of is not going to come true. It's not coming true. I'm thinking that you're very good person the past, and being here. So I'm seeing that if you have an get over, don't take okay. People around you, your I don't know who gave you this pressure, your parents, it could be anybody, to put in boundaries, even if it's your parents or your to put in boundaries and say, I would be alone for an hour today, just myself only. So, take that time and in and don't overgive yourself, whether it's physically, like in any way, emotionally, mentally. Do not overgive. To feel like you need to overextend yourself. I'm being asked to tell you, do not overextend yourself when you live your life. What is coming in L3? The Hermit. Oh my god. That's when I talk about you taking the time for yourself and setting boundaries. The Hermit comes up. Wow. Wow. You have the of under the world. Oh my god. I can't wait to talk about this. And the final card that you have is the Seven of Inspiration. Oh my god. The reading is so much clearer now. Everything just became clearer. Oh, these cards are making so much sense. Like, I'm going to start with this one, right? So the first card that we picked out from the first tarot deck was the Star, and we have the Hermit under the Star, and both of these are major arcanas, right? So there's a major shift in your life. And we have the Star, we have in the Star card, I mean, we have the Star here, which she's staring at, right? And here we have the Hermit, where she's sitting and meditating, and I think she's trying, like, this looks like a ball of light, right? If you can see in the traditional tarot deck, the Hermit card, there's a wise old man standing who has a lamp in his hand. Okay? And I'm feeling, I already told you, right? It's time that you become your own light. So I feel like what you don't see coming is that you have the ability to become your own light and to make your own path. I'm seeing, like, with these footsteps kind of things being here, you have the ability to pave your own path. You don't even have to follow somebody else. I'm being asked to tell you that you have the ability to pave your own path. And it's almost like, because there are mountains on the way, you might not be able to see what's behind those mountains, right? Like, you won't know unless you start the journey within. You won't know what's behind the curtains that's hiding unless you face it, unless you cross the mountain, and then you'll come to know. But it's nothing bad. It is nothing bad. I promise you. I promise you. It's and the very next card, what is behind? What is behind? What is hidden from you? What do we have here? We have the world and we have the wheel. This is so synchronistic. I really want to stress this. I mean, this is so amazing. Okay, I hope you can see both of these cards. Yeah, so we have the world, which talks about karmic cycles and new beginnings, right? And the world is the completion of one journey, right? So it's almost like I'm being shown that you have finished a journey. Maybe you're not seeing this, but I can see you energetically, right? Maybe in your 3D life this is not clear to you about where you are in your life or whatever, but I can see you energetically, and I can see that you have finished a cycle and you're standing on top of it. It's like you have learned your lessons. You have learned what you needed to learn. You need to put in boundaries, yes you do, but I see that there's a lot of like fortune coming in for you. Like the wheel is turning in your favor because you have learned the lessons that you needed to learn. And I see a lot of abundance, good luck coming in for you. So whatever it is that you want on an individual level, pile 3, whatever it is that you want, I feel like it's on the other side of fear. It's on the other side of the mountain. There's another, like you're going on a new journey. Again, we have the 10 here, right? So it's the end of one journey. Something ended in your life, and I feel like it was for your good. I feel like you ended it. I feel like you made that choice of saying like, I don't want this in my life. And when you did that, things started to fall into place behind the scenes. But you can't see it yet because you're in the 3D world, right? But on a 5D level, on an energetic level, I can see that things are falling into place for you. You're not able to see what blessings are coming in. And honestly, your spirit guides they're not completely showing me what blessings are coming in, with the wheel of fortune being here. But I can see that the veil is being lifted. Some kind of veil is being lifted, and it's almost like, you see how in this card here, she's pushing against those walls that are trying to break her, and again you see this light here. So it's almost like you have to really, really tap into your light. You have to really tap into your own authenticity. And this is not the time to play around. Like, this is not the time to play around. It's time that, again, with the light being here, the star being here, the star. So this is really, I feel like your inner truth, your inner heart wants to say something to you, but you're not listening. And that is something that's hidden from you. I feel like what you don't see is that your own authenticity, your own heart wants to say something to you. And I feel like you were so busy carrying all this burden that you drowned out that inner voice, and that you almost didn't hear it. Okay, so first I want to ask, what is this blessing? What is this wheel of fortune about, please? Okay, so this is the card. And another question I want to ask is, what did I want to ask? Wait a second. Okay, how can pile 3 face their own fear and become their own light? Like, what does pile 3's inner truth, inner voice wants to say to them? What does pile 3's heart wants to say to them, please? Oh, 3 cards. Okay, let me. 6 of voices. Oh my god, you have the 10 of voices. Oh wow. Okay, and you have the page of voices here. Okay, I got it. I know what's happening. So what the question we asked was, what are you not seeing about your abundance? Or oh wait, why did I say abundance? Interesting. Maybe there's abundance coming in for you. But the question I asked was, what does your inner truth want to say to you? What do you not see about yourself? Right? And look at these cards. We have the Ten of Voices, which is the Ten of Swords in this deck. Hope you can see that. And again, we had the Ten of Wands here. So two tens, which talk about burdens, which talk about pain, which talk about loss and grief. And you see how it almost looks like she's being sacrificed or something, right? And again, with the Voices suit being here, all of the cards that came out are Voices, which is the sword suit. So it's almost like your inner heart, your inner truth, whatever you want to call it, your inner voice really has an important message for you, and it's really important that you tap into it. Now, I'm not seeing for every single person who's going to be watching this video like what exactly your inner voice wants to say, but I am being with this card being here, this card always, to me, it indicates that you are being divinely guided on a new path. Like whatever this world is talking about, whatever this wheel of fortune that is coming in for you, you are being guided on a new path. Okay? And you see how she's focusing on the fact on this side of the journey. And again, with the mountains here, you see these mountains here again, and it's almost like she cannot see what's going on, right? She doesn't know where she's going, but there's a spirit that's bigger than you that is guiding you. And it's almost like once you start tapping into your own inner voice and start listening to what feels good to you, truly feels good to you, what makes your heart feel more fulfilled, once you start doing that, I can see that you will become like an expert at listening to your own inner voice and drowning out other voices. And it's almost like you will never take more than what you can handle ever again. For some of you, you could be students, so you could be very young, watching this reading, trying to figure out what your purpose is, what your path is in life, and Spirit is asking me to inform you that only you know that. Like a tarot reader cannot tell you, a reader cannot tell you, because only you are supposed to know, because you are unique being, come here for a unique purpose. And it's almost you to have to look with your own eyes in your own heart and see where your heart is pointing, to know where you need to go from here. Okay? And then the last question the first question that I asked was what is the Wheel of Fortune about? So let's see. Oh my God, you have the card. Remember, this is fortune. So you have the death again with the Ten of Wands being here. Yeah, and a chapter is ending in your life. I don't know why, but I feel like clapping for you. I feel like ending this chapter might have been a traumatic experience for you, for some of you. That's what I'm feeling. So I want to clap for you, pile 3. I almost want to, like, if you were in front of me, I would hug you, or like pat your head and be like, you did well, you did good, I'm so proud of you for coming this far. Oh my God. I'm so proud of you for holding on. I'm so proud of you for not giving up on yourself. So you have the Death card. Hold on, let me tap into the energy. Okay, I see it now. The old version of you is what is dying. So what you don't see coming is the new you. It's you, pile 3. What you don't see coming is you. It's you. You are the star. And I feel like you don't feel that way right now when you're watching this video. You're probably not in that energy of knowing that you're a star, knowing that you are manifesting a lot of abundance and good fortune and good luck for you and good karma for you. But that's where you're going. I feel like that is the next step for you in your healing journey. Like once you end this this 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords cycle, you completely close the chapter, and it's like you are dying unto yourself, and there's a new you being born, who's smarter, quicker, sharper, wiser. Like, you are developing into somebody who really knows themselves, and really knows, is in alignment with their own divine purpose. And it's almost like you don't dance to the beat of anybody else's drum anymore except your own. So it's you, Pal 3. I'm almost feeling like, again, with the both of these 10s being here, it's almost like you're being reborn from the ashes. You are rising up like a phoenix. You're being reborn from the ashes, and you're being healed. I feel like your spirit guides are here to heal you. You see how this star is almost like coming out in like a peak. It almost feels to me as if she's speaking. Look at those eyes. You see, in the Death card, the eyes are closed, but in the Page of Voices cards, the eyes are so clear and they are staring directly at you. And I feel like this is you. I feel like once you, and here again with we can't see the eyes, right? But in the world we can see the eyes, right? And then again here we can't see the eyes in the 10 cards. So I feel like you are closing your eyes to the old version of you. Like, I feel like you're an old soul, but it's almost like you're going through a rebirth, right? And this is a period in your life where you're going through a rebirth, and what you don't see coming is the new version of you, is the new you. And I feel like with this new you, you're going to understand that you're worthy, that you're deserving, that it's okay for you to set boundaries, that it's okay for you to live life the way you want, that it's okay for you to listen to your own inner voice and prioritize that over other people's opinions and other people's voices and other people's manipulations and games. And once you start doing that, there's so much fortune coming in for you. I feel like this is your main card, so I feel like I should put that there. And it's almost like right now you're fighting against it. You're trying to push against those people, right? You're trying to push against those people. But the newer version of you knows that there's no need to do that, because you don't need to explain yourself to anybody. Why? Because this is your life. You came here to shine as yourself, not someone else. You didn't come here to copy or be someone else. You came here as you and no one else. Pal 3. So it's almost like, why would I follow anybody else when I know that this is my journey, this is my path? Okay, so guidance for Pal 3. What do we have here? We have be humble. Be humble. Is this the card for Pal 3? Yeah. You have be humble. I'm going to place it here. Okay, with the first quarter moon in Leo being here with be humble, I feel like this is a sign from spirit for you to be humble, but also be confident. So this is not the time for you to show off or try to impress somebody else. Like, don't let others be your priority. And be grounded in your own self, be grounded in your own situation. And now is not the time to be stubborn or possessive, because you don't want to hold on to the past energy that is falling off of you, right? I'm literally seeing like a sculpture of concrete or marble, and then there's pieces falling off of it, and inside there's a human being. And I feel like that's you, like that's the new version of you that is emerging after you've cleared out all of the blocks that stood in your way. So step up and receive all of the blessings that spirit wants to give you. Be humble, be grounded, right? This is not the time for you to show off or prioritize what other people are thinking of you, because right now I feel like you're at a vulnerable place. You're just between like the old version and the new version. You've not completely fully stepped into the new version of yourself, so this is a vulnerable place for you to be in, and it is really important that you take care of yourself, right? So know that you are the star of your own life, that you have the ability and the magic in you to steer the steering wheel of your own life and to take the life of your vehicle to the destination you desire, right? And call these energies in with the words and thank Spirit for allowing you and giving you a light that shines so bright. And stay humble, my dear pile 3. That is your advice. Wow, I'm so happy for you, pile 3. Anyway, I think I'm going to end your reading here. It was such an honor to do this reading today. This makes me so happy, pile 3. So I want to take this moment to thank your spirit guides, my spirit guides, all of the cards and card decks that we used today. Thank you so much for enabling me to give pile 3 the messages and the guidance and the clarity that they needed. It was such an honor for me personally to do a reading for you. I hope you stick around. Let me know if this reading resonated with you. Subscribe to the channel if you like my energy and you like my readings, and like this video if you resonated with this reading. And finally, I just want to say I'm really proud of you, pile 3. I can see this new version of you emerging, and like, you are so badass. You are so badass. Yeah, I'm really proud of you, pile 3. I'm really proud of you. So I hope you can be proud of yourself too, while staying grounded and humble at the same time. That is what I wish for you, and hopefully I will see you soon in my next video. Until then, I hope you have a lovely day. Bye.